everybody. This is Anna Frankel, Akashic Record reader and channeler, and today's message is a doozy. We are going to be discussing how do you really see yourself? And what really has been channeled to me in different messages many times over, it's about really being your authentic true self. Like, what is your true nature? So that you can live a life that's true to your soul's well being, that's true to how your soul is actually guiding you, not what is happening around you, not what is situational, what is really inside yourself and your true version of you. And what really comes up a lot, and don't get me wrong, this still happens to me, is like we're just not sure of ourselves. Like, who are we? We aren't sure. And that's part of the issue, of the confusion, of the pain that comes with living, is not knowing oneself, or really forgetting who you truly are, who your soul really truly is, how it really is. And one of the things that's very important is to actually be really solid in who you are, and in being very grounded in knowing who you are. And, again, this is much more than surface level things like, I have brown hair and I have brown eyes. This is like, who am I as a person? Who am I as a soul? Part of this is actually knowing all the good stuff. That's easy. People love knowing the good stuff, but it's also about knowing what are your traumas? What are the patterns that you see in your life repeatedly? What are, let's say, some of the shadow side things that you don't actually like to say about yourself, to not actually, like, you don't actually like to call stuff out about yourself? And it is really about being open to processing these hurts, these patterns, these pains, to really think of what's happening in this life, but also what may have come from other past lives, what has maybe come from generational ancestral lineage. Those traumas get passed along a lot. And it's about being open and looking at that, not pushing it away, not shying it away from these things, because they still are a part of you. And part of knowing and being open to addressing and facing these traumas is so that it can let you flourish. And a really great visual analogy had been channeled to me, and it's that of a lotus. So, with a lotus, it is a beautiful flower when we think of a lotus, and it comes as many different colors, and it blossoms and it flourishes, but it actually blossoms and it flourishes from a lot of muck, a lot of mud, and it has to, from these like muddy, very murky waters, emotional waters, it blooms up through that turmoil and then it flourishes. So these traumatic experiences is not something, are not things to be just, shut away, put in a box, and like, that doesn't happen to me, that didn't happen to me, or that's not who I am, that's not a part of me. These are things that actually make up who you are. And maybe at this moment, this point in time, you don't feel proud of it or you are ashamed of it, but it nevertheless doesn't mean it's not a part of you. And it's about taking these traumatic experiences and not just forgetting that they haven't been part of your life, this life. It's about taking those experiences and really living your life on your own terms with them. Like, what are you going to do with this in your life? Are you going to let it bog you down? Are you going to stay in that muck, that mud, and not blossom and flourish like the lotus? Or are you going to really do something with this? And this is where it comes back to the fact that this is your true authentic nature, which is everything. And yes, you could sit there and make a list of all the good things about yourself, which I still actually highly suggest we do, because we do want to feel confident and strong in all the good qualities as well, but also accept all the other qualities as just something that is a part of us, but it doesn't necessarily make us either. It's things that we acknowledge. So, therefore, if you do not like them, you can address them. You aren't stuck being the exact same person, the exact same way for all of eternity and forever. You can be if you choose to stick with that pattern, if you choose to stick with whatever that trait is. So it's really important to live in that true, authentic nature, which makes you complete. So once you really are able to look at all these different sides of yourself, all the multifaceted pieces that is you, you're really starting to be like, this is authentically who I am. And therefore, what and how do I want to live this? And your connection with your higher self, with your spirit guides, it really brings forth this new dimension of truth and honesty within yourself, because they are a reflection of you, because we are actually all one. A lot of times people think like, here's me, and then here's my spirit guides up here, and there's like a separation. They don't feel connected to their higher self and spirit guides, when really you're actually all the same soul. You're part of the same soul and part of even a larger collective consciousness soul. So you're never, again, alone at all. And it's some, mystery to connect with them, and you have to go through psychics or akashic readers. Like, I'm happy to help you with it, but the point is you have this all within yourself. It's the higher self and your spirit guides are actually within you, and you are within them. And so you are a creature of light, you are a creature of love, just as much as all of these loving guides that we have here with us. And to be frank, uh, again, my guides are a little spicy, so just explicit word warning coming up. At times, it's ugly. It's fucking ugly. It's fucking dirty. It's fucking shameful. But this is what came up. It's fucking us. It is fucking us. Boop. So sorry. They actually, this is what they channeled to me. But I actually personally find such a freedom in understanding the fact that, like, I am human and this is what I am going through sometimes. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all, actually. And it's because we are human. Oh my gosh, what a concept. And it's about really leaning into this, lean into the fact that you are imperfect. And by the way, it's only imperfect in the eyes and the realm of societal conventions, societal norms, or what has been passed down from generation over generation without ever having really looked like, should this even be normal? Should this be acceptable ways of living? And really, your uniqueness, your authentic nature, put it out on full display. Like, I'm going to be very honest. Like, this is so scary to have a YouTube channel and put out these messages. But hey, I'm out here. It's out here, and this is me. And, uh, you know, when you're on full display, you're either going to be loved, you're going to be hated, or you're just going to be disregarded as, nothing or disingenuous. But it's you. This is you. This is the real you. And that is okay. That is the great thing, is it really is okay for that. That is life, and that's love. It's to just be you. Be you. And our shadows are really here to be embraced. They're not here to be shunned. And it's not always about trying to steer away from them again, because they are a part of us. It is about acknowledging them, seeing them for what they are, which is just a part of you, without judgment, without judging it as that's my icky, bad, terrible part. I'm going to hide in a deep, dark, black box and never address, but it will always eat at me because it wants to be seen. You, your soul, your full, complete soul wants to be seen and acknowledged by you. And that is how you really learn and try to find love within yourself. And in a deeper meaning that has come through my channeling. This is actually the bounty of the universe. It's the universe is actually trying to experience itself in all the ways, in all its facets, good and bad. And those are very human terms, by the way, because for the universe, it's just everything. And you are a child of light, a child of God, a child of worthiness, and you should be experiencing the same light and love in every part of you. Integrate that, take that in, believe it. Again, it doesn't mean that you won't be going through hardships, that you won't be suffering, that there won't be pain. Yes, this is life. We are learning lessons. There are things that happen to us or we put ourselves through consciously or unconsciously, but this happens, and it's God's experience. It's universe experiencing itself in the physical nature, in physical realm and plane, because we are here and we are here to experience everything. And though humans were not fully integrated in all of these, we aren't integrated or understand all these concepts. Think of it as just it's the experience of life, of the universe trying to experience itself in all the multifaceted ways. I know I just said that, but I feel like these are concepts that are not easy to grasp the first time we hear. It took me a while, but it makes sense why there are times we question what is happening in our lives. And I think the more aware we are of who we are, we get to understand that we are part of something larger and just experiencing something larger. And then we get the most magical present moment. We get each and every moment in our consciousness to then say, how do I want to experience this? How do I want to record this into my Akashic records? And these are big time concepts, but I find them again really interesting. Actually, I think I find everything I channel super interesting. That is why I am sharing them with you. And that's what I have for us today. I really hope to continue sharing these big messages, small messages, because again, we're part of everything. So thank you so much for being here with me. I am Anna Frankel, Akashic Record reader and channeler, and thank you for your time with me today. I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye.